CBG news. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh y'all, my hair is just like I'm wearing it natural for a while, so you're gonna get wild hair. But make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Hey Trisha, thank you for coming in. Um, I'm gonna wait a few minutes for the people to come in, and then we're going to talk about this further. Y'all, I do want to. I'm not gonna drag her, but I am going to say I'm definitely going to say something. I'm definitely going to say something because I feel as though that this is getting out of hand, and I do believe I'm not even going to say her name. Y'all, please give her no clout. Don't mention her name. Nothing. She is throwing these parents, these people she talked to under the bus and stuff like that. Then ask for the money back. Let me say this. I we went to church today and I seen this we have some type of creed. And in that first part of the creed, it says, I don't give to get, I get to give. So that means if I give somebody something, if I in something else, and God loves a cheerful giver. So with me saying that, that means that God loves a cheerful giver. God does it. God says, don't have an expectation. Hey, Reese, how you doing? God said, don't have an expectation when you give to people. You just give out the kindness of your heart. And our pastor did say something because I'm gonna use God on you, Katie. Um, my pastor spoke today about using swords to tear down people, and that's what you're doing. But he said also, if there is a mirror. So I ask you to look at the man in the mirror. Change your ways. Because what you're doing to these families, you're causing drama among the family when it's supposed to be about Vaughn. And if it gets anything beyond Vaughn, then it's a problem. That means that you're just wanting to seek attention and a seek drama. It should never been about drama. It never should have been about who gets the most views or who talking about it more or anything like that. From those text messages, what really pissed me off was those text messages you just put out. This woman was just, giving you basically said that she offered them a ride. She did offer it. If the mom didn't want to go, she didn't have to go at that time. Do y'all know that it is expensive? Gas is high, hotels is high, food is high, and paying for a lawyer is high. Even if the mom, she put out that the daughter Rochelle, hey Vanessa, um, that the daughter Rochelle, she basically got upset because she pinned them against each other. Oh, thank you, Mister, for F. The first time the mom, um, let me just say this. I'm gonna get it out. WAOACB is pinning the family against each other to cause bickering when it's only supposed to be about Vaughn. That's all I'm trying to get out. Um, WOACB is mad. When I'm talking about, this is what she is. Listen to this. This is what you are. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. This is what we need to do to her. This is what we need to say to her. That's what she is.
Big man.
That's what she is.
I'm happy.
That's
Leave
what we
me
are.
alone.
Leave these people alone.
I just want some money.
That's what she wants.
A lot of money.
That's what she wants.
I don't get paid to argue with you.
Nobody get paid to argue with you.
No. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Exactly. So we'll know that. Do not argue or give her any attention. That's what she wants. She's pinning these parents. You're big mad. Listen again. She's big
Look
mad.
at you.
Big mad.
No. You mad.
She's mad.
Look at you. You mad.
Big mad.
You big mad.
And you using these, putting out all this information to pin the family against each other. That's all what you're doing. I'm gonna leave that alone because I know I get every time she puts something out, it pisses me off because you're putting a family through something, and it's supposed to be about Vaughn, and you're making it about yourself because you're mad because this family doesn't want to deal with you, and we see why. You don't have good character at all, and you don't care about the family. You just want the exclusive, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, man in the mirror, listen to Michael Jackson. Man in the mirror, change your ways. And that's all that I got to say about that. Because you done set up here and threw this Miss Wynette under the bus. So, guys, okay, so it has came out that of the span of the relationship of Vaughn and Dre, around from 2019 to like 2022 till present, Dre has she has made 25 phone calls about frivolous things. Some of it is wow. Hey, Miss Sheila. You too, Miss Sheila. So we're gonna play it. I'm gonna play it off of Justice for All channel, and we're going to listen to. Didn't Vaughn mom give her back? Yes, she did, but now because there is no update and nobody knows anything, or she can't really report on it. She's saying that, hey, I'm for the kids. If you're for the kids, why are you attacking the family? That's the question. That's a good, honest question. Why are you attacking the family? Why are you throwing Miss Wynette under the bus to have the family bickering when they're supposed to come together as one? And see, I hate that Rochelle fell for her trap. I hate it. But I pray that, there is forgiveness in this. Because sometimes when people come to you, they don't come with good intentions. And we see that she didn't come with good intentions to Miss Wynette. And even though Miss Wynette probably tried to trust her and felt like she was doing a good deed, as we see, it was not a good deed. She's big mad. So, let's look at this, y'all. So we're gonna listen to. She had 25. She had 25 police calls. She did. She had 25 police calls. I'm gonna just let you guys Justin. He had read some of them, but this one call in particular, and one of the people that does the research for her, they had did some recent phone calls of what she called in about. Like Andrea basically tried to. I feel like Vaughn was the victim, but she's calling the police like she's the victim, and I don't understand that because she's not the victim. at all. She is not the victim here. It sure like Trisha. But let me go back and let you guys listen to this. So you guys can see hear this 911 call. Well, not a call, but some of the transcripts from the 911. Like y'all don't actually hear it, but you hear the transcripts about some of the things that she called about. So let's listen, and I'm gonna play. I do not own the rights to this, y'all. This is Justice for all content, but I do want to give him his credit, and I definitely want to make sure that I give him his credit. So I'm going to go ahead and play this so you guys can see what she called. And then we're going to discuss how we feel about the call and why she made the decision to make the call that she made. So let's go.
I had to call you guys how many times because of him?
Hold on, y'all. Let's kind of go forward. Let me know if y'all hear like echoing or is.
Why would a 7-year-old say that? That's very strange.
Okay, y'all.
That he would say, but I hope he doesn't.
Okay, let's go. Let's listen to this. I'm trying to get it to where it's just reading and not their commentary because
2020 at 0936 hours, I was dispatched to the Yuma Regional Medical Center located at 2400 South Avenue A in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred on May 14, 2020. Dispatch advised the female, identified as Andrea McCray, had spoken with a nurse in reference to a domestic disturbance that had occurred at her residence. At 1020 hours, I arrived at the Yuma Regional Medical Center and contacted a Yuma Regional Medical Center nurse. And she advised me that Andrea McCray had a fracture on her foot and was skeptical
about sharing the information about the domestic disturbance that had occurred on May 14, 2020. At 1021 hours, I contacted Andrea McCray in emergency room number 20. I asked Andrea McCray how she was doing. Andrea McCray said she was in pain because she had a broken foot. Andrea McCray said her left foot was broken. I asked Andrea what happened. Andrea McCray stated on May 14,
Hey, Justin, pause for a second.
Brianna, we're just starting. This is and thank you for coming in. How you doing? No, you're coming right. You don't have to watch the replay. This is us. This is a script of Andrea calling 911, and we're listening to the incident and what happened and why she made the call. Like that's what we're listening to tonight. And some of the calls that she made to the police, some of them were very frivolous, but some of them were very alarming. But she called the police basically for everything. So we're going to listen to this and we're going to give our opinions. And then, we're going to see how really crazy and controlling she is and how she tried to make herself, in my opinion, allegedly, as the domestic violence victim. I don't listen, y'all. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen.
1900 to 2200 hours she was at her residence.
Oh, crap.
Which is located at 5438 East 30th Place, and she was there with her husband, identified as Marvon McCray.
Yes, sorry.
Just scroll it up.
What is it?
I was going to say just scroll it up a little bit. The does it go up any further to get that off of there?
Oh crap! I thought I redacted it all. Fuck.
Accidents happen. It's okay. We'll just scroll it up.
Andrea McCray stated Marvin McCray was having a mental breakdown, and she wanted to know who he had been
What's
talking
public
with
information?
because she was concerned for him. Andrea McCray stated Marvin McCray left his phone and Marvin McCray went to the bathroom. Andrea McCray said she picked up Marvin McCray's phone and proceeded to see all the messages of who he had been talking with. Andrea McCray said Marvin McCray saw her with the cell phone, and Marvin McCray proceeded to take the phone out of her hands as she was holding onto the cell phone. Andrea McCray showed me a large bruise on her back of her left arm. I asked her how she got the large bruise on the back of her left arm. Andrea McCray said the way she believes she got the bruise is as he was trying to grab her phone, she turned her body away from him and may have hit her left arm. Andrea McCray was not sure how the bruise was on her left arm happened. I asked her how she may have broken her left foot. Andrea McCray said she had a broken left foot in the past and was not sure how her left foot broke. I asked her numerous times if she could explain to me how her left foot broke. Andrea McCray kept saying, "I don't know." I asked Andrea McCray if when Marvin McCray pulled the phone out of her hand, if he moved forward or backward or any direction. Andrea McCray kept saying she did not know how her left foot was broken. Andrea McCray then asked me why I keep on asking about how her left foot was broken. I told Andrea McCray I needed to know how her left foot was broken. Andrea McCray said Marvin McCray is not a violent person. Andrea McCray said she was wrong for not giving Marvin McCray his cell phone when he was asking for it. Andrea McCray said she just wants to get help for Marvin McCray because he was in the military before. Andrea McCray told Marvin McCray is also sick, and so she's trying to get him help. Andrea McCray believes that Marvin McCray's chiropractor may have put a curse on Marvin McCray, and maybe that's why he has been having. I asked Andrea McCray again if she could tell me how her left foot was broken. Again, she could not provide me a way that her foot was broken and was not sure on how the bruise on her left arm occurred. I proceeded to take digital pictures of her left foot, which had a large purple bruise, and also on the back of her left arm. Andrea McCray said she was going to be released from the hospital and was not scared of Marvin McCray. She just wants to get him mental health help. I advised Andrea McCray I would be going to 5438 East 30th Place to speak with Marvin McCray. At 1,125 hours, I went and talked with Marvin McCray. Marvin McCray was already waiting outside for me, and I proceeded to talk with Marvin McCray. At 1,127 hours, I read Marvin McCray his Miranda warning. Marvin McCray said he understood his rights and agreed to talk with me. I asked Marvin McCray what happened on May 14, 2020, between 1900 to 2200 hours. Marvin McCray said he was cleaning outside with the dog and he had left his phone inside the residence. Marvin McCray stated as he returned back inside the bedroom, he saw Andrea McCray with his cell phone scrolling through his messages. Marvin McCray said he had been reconnecting with an old friend who was giving him guidance, and he was helping him out, and Andrea McCray decided to check out the messages they were communicating between each other. Marvin McCray said it was a male subject whom he was confiding information in reference to how he was feeling, and he felt he was the only whom he trusted to speak to him about how he was doing. Marvin McCray stated as Andrea was with his cell phone, she was accusing him of connecting up with people and also giving information about how she and Marvin McCray were doing. Marvin McCray said he asked Andrea McCray to give the phone back to him. Marvon McCray said the kids are in the bedroom at this time with Andrea, and she asked the kids to walk out of the room so she and Marvon McCray could speak about their problems. Marvon McCray said he was begging Andrea McCray to give him back his phone. Marvon McCray said he even told Andrea McCray that he would get on his knees and beg her for his phone so he could avoid any situations. Marvon McCray said Andrea McCray said no, that she is not going to give him the phone because he was texting all these different people. Marvon McCray said finally Andrea McCray gets the kids out of the room. Marvon McCray.
Did you hear that?
He literally could have been arrested.
I'm gonna pause right there. So, what do you guys think of that? Like, and we'll listen to some more in a minute because we're gonna get the rest of that story on in a minute. I'm gonna take this off the screen. I definitely want to say that she has this victim mentality, but she's like misleading. She is misleading the police because it's the simple fact that she is saying, they're asking why your foot broke. And she's saying, well, I don't, she don't want to talk about the foot being broke, but she's saying when she left out, the kids left out the room. From what I understand, when the kids left out the room, Vaughn went into the closet. I think Justin played that on Molly Live, and we'll listen to that too. And he said that when he went into the room, when he went into the closet to hide, said that he heard a pop and ouch. So she harmed herself in some type of way. But in my personal opinion, I think Dre got mad because Vaughn wanted out. Vaughn felt like probably he didn't have a voice in this relationship. I feel like Vaughn was talking to people to get help or get guidance on how to deal with the situation with her. If this man said that he would get on his knees, and beg for his phone, what man you know gonna get on his knees and beg for his phone? What man, grown man? I'm not saying that, what man is gonna get on his knees and beg for a phone? Yeah, I believe the same, Trisha. She kicked that closet door open. Probably the reason why that I was on the live time. I'd be glad when I remember somebody put on the live that she said that she wished that Vaughn would fix the closet. The closet was messed up because of her, because she's acting out, because she wants this man to be boxed in. She want to treat him like she his owner, like she's his pet. Who does that? This is my opinion. I don't know. This is just my speculation, but I feel like she harmed her foot trying to kick open the closet. Hey, Anastasia, how you doing? Yes, he was trapped. And he was looking for guidance, and he was speaking to people to speak to, or talking to people probably to try to find a way out of this situation with her. Because as we know previously, and I have played lives, like she was antagonizing him, and he was telling her, you don't care about me, you never have, you only cared about yourself. And that is true in all of this. And then to mislead the police or being deceptive, like leaving out the fact that what happened to your foot, you're going to be deceptive and just not speak on the foot. You just want him to get some mental help. What about yourself? So you're trying to make it seem like you're some type, and you're dead. You're not afraid of him, but you're being deceptive because You're trying to make it seem like you're some type of domestic violence situation. You're scared to speak about what happened to your foot. But then they go back and tell, and he's sitting here telling the truth, like, she got mad at me about my phone. So you want him to sit there and not talk to nobody, just have a freaking phone or nothing. Take care of the kids, take care of the house while you sit there and try to control everything. I feel like that's not right to him. That what gets to me is like, this man, that tripped me out listening to that. This man said that he said to keep the peace, he will get on his knees and beg for his phone. Now, what man that's gonna sit there and say trying to keep the peace gonna break somebody's foot? She's so deceptive. She very is. She very much is. Exactly. So, and then I also believe, this is my opinion too, I believe that she got the kids on that too, because I remember somebody saying that Raza said that he wants daddy to get out the hospital, but he doesn't want daddy to live with us. See, she has those kids thinking that daddy needs help. Daddy is the one that's causing all the the commotion in the house, or causing all these problems in the house. That's why she's sending the kids off. No, you don't supposed to argue and fuss and fight in front of your children. I definitely want to say that. But as I'm thinking, she don't want the kids to know anything. She don't even want him to talk to the kids if he leaves. So they let you know that she's trying to mislead the children too. You don't want your children to see you in the bad light, but you don't want your children to see the father in the bad light too. That's the way I feel about that. And we're gonna listen to some more things, guys. I just want to see what you guys think about this. Um, yes, yes. I don't understand why Yuma Police Department, like, I should go over like why they didn't investigate further or talk to the children when the S incident happened, because I believe more happened, but they don't. If they had all these calls from her, I would have been like, "There's something wrong in this house." This is, as a police officer, I'm like, she always calling. Let me go in this house and see what's going on up in this house. Let me go talk to the children. There is a special liaison for children when they're in domestic violence situations. Yeah, that come and talk to the children to get a feel of that. They didn't do none of that. None of it. They just took her word for it. And I don't feel like that's right. Thank you, Trisha. She really do. She needs counseling, but she's not going to receive it. She is not going to receive it. I feel so bad for Vaughn that he couldn't even have his phone. He couldn't even have the privacy of his own phone, y'all. Not the privacy of his own phone, or it was going to be a problem. I'm going to kick down this door because you're talking to men, not other women and all that. You're talking to a male confidant. It's a problem for you to talk to the chiropractor, that probably the only person that you can talk to. It's a problem. It's a problem to talk to your Marine friends or military friends. It's a problem. Yes, Anastasia, that's what narcissists do. And that's so sad. This is, if y'all don't know what a narcissist is, look at Dre McCray and WOACB. They both narcissists. She took everything and then his voice, yes. And it's sad to say. Well, we won't know because they said that he's a very peaceful man. He don't want the YouTube drama and all of that. No, he doesn't. He wants to just get his children, but he probably don't have too much kind of things to say. But it did come out on the live yesterday that on Molly's live yesterday that she was calling the police on the on the first husband too. So this woman, when she get mad and she can't get her damn way, she calls the police. But the crazy thing is, why are you calling the police on the men when you are the problem? Are you trying to scare them with the police? If I was a district, I would have said, girl, what is it now? Girl, what is it now? I just pray he wakes up and heals. I do the same. I pray that his family gets healing, Marvon gets healing, and everybody comes together and just praise God and heal. Because this is what this family needs is healing. They don't need the drama. And if anybody that's creating drama, guys, don't, you know what I'm saying? Disregard them. And I say this, unfollow and keep it moving. Give them nothing. I know it's a content creator that is on Facebook that is spreading things about the family, the mom, the stepmom, saying the mom is being deceptive. But I'm gonna say this: if you want to give to the family out the kindness of your heart, because God say be a cheerful giver, and you don't have to have answers to why someone is spending something. If you want to give to them, because down here in the South, down here, because I'm a Southerner, if we give something to people, we don't have no expectations. I don't know how people work up north and stuff like that, but we don't have no expectation when we give. We sit there, we'll pray for you. We'll have we'll go to church, like we'll go to church and have a benefit program for you, give you the money, and don't no other questions be asked. That's how it works down here in the South. Now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep tabs on somebody and how they spend the money that I have blessed them with to help them to go see their son, because that's what who is about. I don't care what kind of car somebody drives or what kind of mug shot they have. I care about their parents reuniting with their son. That's it. That's what matters. All the other bull, bobo, let that go. Exactly. Right. Desperate. That alone, 20 plus calls for nonsense, should have been fined at least. I know, but she was not fined. She has been calling even with this situation. We're gonna listen to that in just a moment. Yes, we all have a past. Let me say this. All sinners have a past. All saints have a past, and all sinners got a future. But at the end of the day, what matters at this moment in time is reuniting a mother and father, sister and brother with their family. That's what matters. All that other mess, kill it. Child, messy. Messy. Look her up. Her name is Katie Joy. Look her up. She's messy. Don't subscribe to her. She's tearing down the family. She just wants some attention. If we don't give her nothing, she'll go away. That's all I can tell y'all. Don't subscribe to that lady. Don't follow her channel, and don't give her no attention, because she's sad, and pitiful. Women like her love calling the police on men. If he is a black man, woman, no cops will be glad to lock them up. Right. But she also was calling it on the. I thought about that too, I'm gonna be honest. But if the cops went back and talked to Vaughn and he hasn't been arrested and he hasn't done anything wrong, then why would he be arrested? See, every time that she called, let me just be real, y'all. Every time that she called, nobody got arrested. She just said that she's just trying to seek some mental help for her brother. Really? I mean, for her husband, really? Yes, ma'am, Miss G girl. Not without a doubt. We give from the heart. Was us real Southern belles and those real Southern gentlemen, and we are from the Bible Belt, baby. When we give from the heart, and we don't have no expectations, and that's how it's supposed to be. If you are a real individual and not seeking for the next exclusive. I respect the person that say, if I give you a little money, can you give me a little update? Hey, but see, says Marvon wakes up and could tell his side praying those kids land in the hands of the right people and continue prayers for his family. Right. I pray the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even if he can't be with the parents because of their past or whatever, there still is a way for Marvon's family to give him. He has an older sister. And I bet you she would not mind taking in her nephew Rosa. You know what I'm saying? If the family, it's ways of getting. It doesn't have to the custody doesn't have to automatically go to the parents. The sister can get the Rosa too, or the next person after that, or uncle or auntie. It doesn't just end with the parents. Yes, I heard that. I heard that. And that's so sad that they were just there for 30 minutes. They should have went in there to talk to the children. Because you want to check on the welfare of the children to make sure that they are okay. But see, they took her word for it. And we know why. Child, the mom didn't have to accept the ride. She may not at the time was not able to go. Sometimes people don't feel comfortable. People don't want to be a nuisance to other people. You never know. But there's, like I said, there's still 11:27. Okay. There's still she's able to see him now. That's what the hell matters. That's what matters. Is the mom was able to see him now. That's what matters. Anything above that, we're gonna just give it to Jesus. Give it to Jesus. Thank you, Anastasia, for subscribing. I appreciate you, love. So y'all, okay. So let's move on from this. Now, on Justin Live, because I don't want to. They spoke about one of their investigators did come on there and speak on some of the other reasons why she called on the some of the reason why she called. Let me get that up. Let me see. Okay, this is her right here. Because I want you guys, if y'all want to hear the rest of it, y'all can just, or the live itself, y'all can just go to Justice for All. And, some of it's on Molly Go Lightly, too. I know a lot of people may feel like Molly is a lot, but Molly has done, and Justice done a wonderful job for this family. And I feel like, they're ignoring the noise and just sticking completely on what the focus is on in Vaughn, and I appreciate that. So let's listen to 11:27 hours. Okay. So that's about okay. I'm trying to calculate this 11:27. So it's about 11:27 when they came out there. All right, y'all. So let's listen to this. So this lady's going to read out some important things what Dre had called the police for. Hold on.
Large social media platform where she discussed.
Hold on. Because I want to start it from this. And I appreciate this lady for coming on here and hold on. All right, I'm gonna start right here. Cause she called the police on the subscribers, on the YouTube community, child. That's the tripped out part about this. She called the police on the YouTube community because they was dragging her, and she could no longer. Let me get it together. She could no longer go live and post Vaughn for sympathy. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If no one wants to see someone on a coma, in a coma, I'm gonna be honest. Just listen to this and let it play out.
Not accepted. I'm not accepted. Wow. They don't look at Juan's girls as his girls. They look at it as, oh, these are girls from marriage kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna, hell no. No. That you don't do or say to me, because then we just don't go back. And there were things that were said where we're not gonna go back to.
There you go. Hey, Amber, Marissa, L. This is Amber. She's done a lot of research for us.
Hi, thank you. Hi, beautiful ladies. Justin, so just reading through some more of these, I'm sending them over to you, but I'd just like to read them really quick.
Please.
If you can go to 6/22/22, the report on that day. It's not a full report. It's just that CAD sheet again. Okay. But it says, the narrative, reporting party stated her husband is doing better, but is still in a coma. She has a large social media platform where she discussed the incident and is attempting to gain monies for her stay in Tucson. Her in-laws are supposedly crying foul play and supposedly want to take her son away. She asked if the report can be sealed from them.
Oh.
I told her no. All YPP reports are able to be accessed by any citizen. She asked if the report can be faxed to her. She was directed towards YPD records. It was suggested that she obtain a lawyer.
Ah, good. You're going to need one, sweetheart. Smart. Probably the smartest thing you've done so far.
So there's that one. And then we go to 7/6/22. And again, it's just a CAD report.
Right.
Narrative. Supplied reporting party with the event number. She advised people were coming to the hospital in Tucson to speak with her or her husband due to him being in a coma. Reporting party also alleged she was receiving threatening emails, voicemails, and chat messages from random unknown people due to her mother-in-law who lives in Georgia, posting information from the police report. Advised her to contact FBI due to the internet crime and Tucson PD in reference to the people showing up at the hospital. And then it goes to call was placed on hold. She's requesting officer to call from non-blocked number due to increased calls she's receiving that are harassing her. Reporting party calls back, advised she missed officer's call. Any officer can handle. Call was placed on hold, called and left message. They cleared the call from 7-5 where a concerned citizen wanted to speak with an officer and was transferred to Detective Escott. That's a confirmed name. It says, related to suicide attempt, reporting party's husband is now in a coma. His estranged family, attained a copy of the Yuma police report and posted it online with reporting party's phone number, and reporting party is a social media influencer, and she is now receiving death threats and harassment. and wants to speak with any officer. It's
That's
public
right.
public record, sweetie.
Shame on you, Dre. Shame on you.
That's
You
right.
try to make everyone look bad, in my opinion.
Because his
And
family have the
her.
true story. They had to go and do what they are legally allowed to do in the United States of America and obtain public records to get the truth.
That's right.
If she would have just sent them a message and said, hey, I know we don't talk, but this is what the deal is. It's serious. It's life or death. They had a right to know. She's the reason all this blew up this way. If she just would have been a normal human being and told his people and said, come.
I'm sorry, y'all. I done went off and I ain't said that. But as I was saying, Dre, you too, Donna. Ain't no way you gonna hide the police report. Try to stop the police from giving the family police report. That's all what they have. That's all what they have to get to the truth. That let you know that she was being deceptive. That means that she didn't want the family to know what was going on. Not because she tried to hide the fact that he tried to S himself. It was the simple fact that she's hiding the narcissistic things and all of the domestic violence situations and all of the trauma that she caused this man. That's what I believe. And it's all coming out. And when the police report came out, they said that's when she shut up. That's when she stopped going live. So that let you know she was being deceptive. That let you know that she was being deceptive. And she was trying to keep it away from the parents because she felt like the parents were not in his life. His mother is who she is. Her parents, if they were estranged, they're trying to come together now for him. When you want your parents to come together at your dire need, at the lowest point in your life, hold on. Okay, so she at the lowest moment in this man's life, y'all. Wouldn't you want your parents to come together, sisters and brothers, to come together? I would, as a wife, yes, I say this, yes, it says in the Bible, when a man leaves his home, he clings to his wife, but not to be controlled by his wife, not be hidden out by his wife, not be being manipulated and gaslighted and probably this man probably was verbally abused and everything by his wife. And she trying to be deceptive and trying to even control the police department and completely control what is put out in the public. You shouldn't have called the police, huh? If you didn't want nothing to be exposed, you shouldn't have called the police because it's going to be exposed. But I'm going to let you guys listen to some more of what this lady had to say, and I'll be right back.
See him. Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen. None of this would be happening.
Rochelle wants to speak.
Yeah, Rochelle wants to speak.
I've dropped the link a couple times, but
Molly, you're famous in the next one, honey.
Okay.
I've dropped the link 3 times, guys.
Should I wait for Rochelle or should I?
You can go ahead and read it.
Okay. So this is for the report on 7/10. and she reported it as harassment. Okay, the narrative. Reporting party began to talk about random things. I did look at YouTube and observed a YouTuber, Molly Golightly, did post the video of McCray's residence at the site of McCray's residence that shows a shed. Now that was information because I pulled it up too. That was from like Zillow or something. It wasn't
public.
Google Earth.
It's public.
Right.
Reporting party is requesting contact from Detective Escott as she wants an update. Reporting party also asked if she was under investigation.
Oh, really?
Reporting party stated
Oh,
that she's hired private investigators
Sure you have.
to look into things, that they've advised her to ask YPD if she herself was under investigation over her husband's attempted suicide, since they heard rumors on social media that was under investigation. Reporting party stated that Detective Escott would keep an eye on her residence, so now she gets special security. Reporting party stated 3 days ago that a female subject who was on her property was an older white female, heavyset. Reporting party did not have any information, stated her friend did post no trespassing signs on the reporting party's property. Reporting party stated that she did not feel as though she would ever return home to Yuma. Stated she felt as though people on the internet will not stop talking about her unless she herself was gone. When I asked, yeah,
Gone in what? Like in your perception? If she was
Dead.
not
She was trying
gone,
he puts it in quotations. This report is,
Oh.
he puts gone and in quotations, but I think she was probably emphasizing that as trying to assume that people wanted her gone.
We don't want you dead. We just want you held accountable for your actions to whatever the truth is.
Here's a sec. When I asked her about being gone, she took it as though I was saying someone was going to take her out. I explained what I meant. I also advised her that she was as stressed as she stated. If she was as stressed as she stated, perhaps she would seek counseling or therapy.
she ain't gonna do that.
Uh-oh.
Contacted reported party via dispatch. Stated a few days ago, an unknown subject took a picture of her shed that may have been a shed where her spouse attempted suicide. Stated she contacted Detective Escott 3 days ago and told him about the trespass, and she wanted to know if Escott ever found anyone on her property. Stated after she posted on social media about her husband's medical condition, she has since been harassed on social media. Stated she is tired of mass amounts of people on social media thinking she had something to do with what happened. Reporting party stated people on social media were now upset at her and wanted the hospital to not give her spouse food that was not vegan or vegetarian. Reporting party stated that she has been posting updates on his progress on social media, but was upset that people were not supportive as she thought they would be. I asked reporting party why she is continuing to post on her social media about this incident, and she stated that she did stop posting, but a portion of her incomes comes from her posts. No. Then they tried to call her back 3 times. She didn't answer. She has questions on what she needs to do to press charges if someone, yeah.
So,
I'm sending them all to you, Justin, but
okay, thank you. Patty E says, I was married to a narcissist. I was married to a Dre McCray. I am still
Sorry. Thank y'all. Y'all remind me. I'm sorry, y'all. I get to talking, but the live wasn't froze. Sorry. But what I was stating was, no one is saying that needs somebody's gonna kill her or she needs to die or anything like that. What we're saying and what everybody's saying is shining light on this situation about using herbal medicine and using diets and how she manipulated this man and marrying her, I feel, in my opinion, how she controlled him and why he's in the situation that he's in. We want you to be held accountable if you had any part of this. We want you to be held accountable for your actions. We want you to be investigated for using these illegal drugs or using drugs for a different means, especially if this man had seizures. You done made 25 911 calls, probably about 50 if we count the husbands, probably about 50 911 calls in the span of California and Arizona because you want your way, because you want to control, and just wanting to call the police so the police can control the situation. That ain't right and that ain't fair. And you think people, and you're calling the police because social media is not being nice to you anymore and not being liking or giving you sympathy about the situation that Vaughn is in when people started, because people wasn't being so nice no more. You call the police on social media. The police has no control of social media, especially if you put it out there. You put everything out there for people to speculate. I'm gonna say that. I don't even. This man had no life. You made this man life miserable. Who wants to be with someone that wants to control every aspect of their life? They can't even go out with the boys and have a drink. He can't even use his cell phone to text his own mama, probably. When he tried to reunite or call her, you probably right there over his shoulder or holding the phone while he was talking to his mother. And I honestly do believe that. I honestly do believe that every aspect of his life you control. And if he did do the S, he felt like that was the only option to get the hell away from you. And when you get to that point in your life that you feel like you have nothing because of somebody, then I feel like that person should be held accountable because he didn't have to be in that situation. You have a problem, sister. You have a problem. Just take everything. Everything this man tried to, treat Raza, his only son, like he's just ignores him. Just ignores him. And treats him like he's nothing. And he still loves you. He might think you the devil at times, but he still loves you because you his mama. Now think about this. What if someone did this to Raza? Would you care? I really want to know that. If this happened to Raza, someone did this to your son. For real, y'all. Said that you can't. Would you care? Yes, I feel like you would. But you're trying to control his relationship with his woman, probably. I pray that, when Marvon reunite, opens his eyes, and we pray that he opens his eyes and speak his truth. Hey, Miss Justice Janie, how you doing, baby? We pray that he opened his eyes, and we pray that, he's able to speak his truth, whatever the truth is. And he'd be able to reunite his family. He'd be able to, and see the reason why I believe y'all, and I might be wrong. I really why Dre probably did like that chiropractor because the chiropractor was telling Von the man up, man, put your foot down. Let her know you are the man in this situation. You ain't got to deal with that crap that she put out. You can have your phone whenever you want your phone. You can go wherever you want to go. You can go see your family when you want to see your family. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your family. But I definitely want to let you guys, she's just a true, I call true definition of a true narcissist. She is. She's true definition of a control freak. And and a person with some kind of mental illness that needs some type of counseling. I definitely want to say that. I definitely want to say that she is definitely very, very manipulative, controlling, and they said, people that have spoken about this situation, they always spoke good about how in the beginning it was not like this at all. So, hold on just a second, y'all. Let me see. So yesterday is some more. I want to let you guys listen to some more of this, or some more of these calls of the of Dre and what she called about Jesus. Um, shoot, it's ridiculous. Hold on, let's see. Okay, all right, y'all. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm not going to play the entire live because I feel like this taking away from their content. So, that's their commentary, but I am going to let you guys listen to what happened yesterday because I need to catch you guys up on everything. She definitely needed a psychiatrist. She was saying that Von had PTSD. Von, if he had PTSD, is because of all the things that Andrea did to him. It had nothing to do with being a Marine. He didn't go overseas. He wasn't in there long enough to even have PTSD. I understand that sometimes basic training can cause you to have PTSD, and some people can't take the the training because there is a very, very that's very extensive training when it comes to being in a Marine or being in the military period. So yeah. So let's listen to some of these things, guys. Let's see here. Let's start right here. Hopefully she don't strike me, but hopefully she don't.
We're not trying to do that. We're just trying to help a family. We were talking to Miss Wynette, and she said to us yesterday on the phone, three-way, she says, I have to get your information in the South. We're not used to people giving us monetary support. They do it other ways. And she was like, well, I need your PayPal, something like that. And Justin and I were like, no. This is what we do. This is how we help because it's all we can do. I know people want to send them things, gifts. I don't have any of their addresses. Oh, and I heard that special someone was doxing their home addresses. That's not going to happen here.
So this was on 10/3/2019. And we'll go over it. Dispatch received. Okay. Marvin McCray, 26. Now this is Dre talking to the 911 dispatch. Marvin McCray, 26-year-old black male. She said 5'11" and thin. Guy is, I don't know these codes. RESI. I don't know if
RESI.
that is that like resisting, but kid in the piano room. Subject is trying to leave. If he leaves in a black Chevy Silverado,
Mm-hmm.
unknown 28. Someone sent me hold on, let me see here. I think I got it here. RES. Let me see.
The last Cash App given was to Mallory Williams for her birthday, and the last Cash App I got
Or- with subject in driveway. So this is the time in 2019 that they got in a fight. They started fighting over the laptop. That was the main thing, and she said that he needed. I seem very agitated. I don't know. She said that she wants to keep the laptop for her work. So
okay. To answer the question, I don't believe that there was a gun in the home. Andrea had made a video where she said that she doesn't trust having it herself with a gun. That it was a disagreement.
business changes. CD long. It did start the day before. But still, that is way too close.
Coincidental. I mean, when I applied for my first LLC, it took a couple of weeks, I guess. You just fill out the information, you send money, and then I have to pay every 2 years. It could be just coincidental. No matter, I don't know how they could have some sort of disagreement over a new business. I don't know. Maybe something
I
happened.
actually see. I don't think it was necessarily a new business. I think the CPA left,
Yeah.
and they was structuring a new business.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. 12 a.m. shaking. Yeah.
He dipped. That's not a good sign.
What?
When your CPA, who's in charge of the money, is, no longer wants to be associated with you.
You think?
A little. I mean, I don't think that much, but when I do, it's pretty significant.
So I just feel like,
why was the landlord crazy? I've never had a crazy landlord. The only time
To save the future, we have to repair the past.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna take this off the screen in just a second. So she called this man, or police on this man, about his own laptop. This is the sad part about this situation. She called. That's what Justin read off to us. Is she called the police on Marvin because he was going to take his laptop, and she didn't want him to take his laptop because she had to work. So it's all about her and what she wants. This man. My thing is, she's making all this paparazzi money. Why she ain't got her own laptop? Well, she should have a MacBook or something by now. If she's making all these coins, she should be able to afford her MacBook. If she's a big time paparazzi person, it should be no issue. You call the police on this man because he wanted his own laptop. This is crazy. Yes, child. Yes, child. They say she's a higher ranking on the paparazzi chart. So she's a big time. So she should be able to use her paparazzi money to get her a laptop now. You call the police on this man by his own stuff. So she's one of those people. If she don't get her way, she gonna call the police. I know the 911 dispatcher. I know they were sick of her. They were sick of her. Do you hear me? I bet you they see that address pop up. They be like, Lord, here she go, Lord. I am so sick of her. Now, what is she complaining about now? What she want people to go to jail for now? What does she want the police to come for now? I'm sick of her. Y'all, let's listen to this. I'm sick of her.
you, Carrie. Did you get my email? Are you the one that's? I'm getting. There's like 15 emails coming at the same.
advised reporting part.
Understand this.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Jerry.
understand. Let's get this clear. What exactly do you think that we're doing up here? I don't understand. What are you expecting? What do you think that we're doing up here? We're trying to connect the dots. And in order to do that, we have to go through a lot of paperwork that other people don't want to go to. So if you're offended, just go over there. Go somewhere else that has no inkling of who, and just I'm not dealing with it today. Mom. Thank you, Carrie. Did you get my email? Are you the one that's? I'm getting. There's like 15 emails coming at the same time. Carrie. Oh my God, I can't believe I have real life friends.
Okay. So apparently Dre called on 8/27/2019 And the narrative was reporting party advised by Board of Chiropractors Examiner's Office to report Dr. Dan with Aqua Chiropractic's Day Spa due to texting reporting party inappropriate text. Advised reporting party to file an order of injunction against harassment. She showed me the text messages. I observed no sexual images, just messages indicating he was hitting on her. She told him to stop messaging her, and he did. Now, in all fairness, this may have not been the doctor. You know what I mean? Because they never verified the phone number. Andrea allegedly has at least 3 phones
Right.
at
3
all times.
phones. A little suspect much?
So
I definitely want to say this. She had 3 phones. She had 3 phones. Marvon couldn't even have one. 3 phones. But Marvon couldn't have one. Making all these frivolous calls to 911, but your husband had 8, as you allege, seizures, and you called the ambulance or 911 damn time. Make it make sense. I'm gonna continue to press pray.
the ex-husband in any way she can.
Hold on just a minute. He probably did. He probably did, Lakeisha. But I'm just saying, if he had more than 8, like if somebody had all those seizures, you would have think that the wife would have sense enough to, you know, like call the ambulance or get him to the hospital, not sit there and let him have it and give him cayenne pepper and all K and all the other pills and all that she put into his body. Y'all, this woman, I would be scared to go to sleep. If she mad at me, I would be scared because you know she like to play with knives. I'll be scared, Povon, because I know he was scared. I know he was scared to sleep at night when she was mad at him. Because she probably tried to stab somebody in their sleep. She didn't need a gun. I wouldn't trust that lady. Something ain't right. Hold on, y'all. Here go another. Okay. Child, I wouldn't trust that lady. If she was sleep, she was mad at me, child, I'll sleep out in the shed. Because I'll be so afraid. Hey, James got thank you. I would have arrested her for calling somebody after nothing in my opinion. Just crazy. She was. And I think it's because, you know, he was a veteran. She was getting the paparazzi money. Saying she was a little greedy for money. I do believe that because, but at the end of the day, if he asked himself, she ain't gonna get into too much of that. And he wasn't in the, from what I'm understanding, because we had talked about it before, he wasn't in the military long. So I just want to say that I probably wouldn't get much sleep in that house either, dealing with a narcissist that walking around him with knives, got a knife, and right beside you everywhere you go. I have never seen somebody carry knives like that, or have knives at where you're doing makeup. You got a knife sitting right here, and you just doing all this with a knife. That lets you know that something ain't right, something that's not mentally right with you. Now, y'all, this the one. I think this the one that I laughed at because she had really went off on this
She calls back after, I guess, the cops leave.
one. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me get this.
And had a Dairy Queen Blizzard, and I'm lactose intolerant at times. I thought it could
keep barking and won't stop.
Okay, y'all.
be sick.
All right, y'all.
So, okay, it's on slow mode now.
Okay. Here you go, right here.
I gotta learn my lesson with this junk food. It's not working. All right, so, okay, here we go. Dispatch would ask about weapons so that responding officer doesn't get shot by a scared, trigger happy caller. Yes. I've said when a cop is, I would be like, listen, there's a weapon upstairs, blah, 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 blah. But most of the time they don't even, if the cops are at my house, it's because there's like a medical thing or some idiot calls them saying that, usually YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is, she calls back after, I guess, the cops leave.
Okay.
When she said someone was trying to break in.
Right.
Reporting party calling back from earlier burglary call, advising her dogs keep barking and won't stop. Advising they usually don't bark. Dogs were first barking at backside of residence, but now in the front part of residence. Reporting party hasn't seen or heard anything since officer left. Reporting party still home alone with 3 kids. Reporting party not expecting her husband or anyone tonight. Reporting party doesn't have any weapons or any weapons on her and none at the residence. Reporting party is in bedroom on northeast side of house. Reporting party has both dogs in a room. Reporting party still on the line, advising nothing else heard or seen, staying on line until officer 97, advising dog stop barking.
Was she on marijuana? Anybody know?
I don't think it was marijuana.
Okay. And is she calling the cops while Ron was there? I mean, you're married to a
I don't think
Marine.
she was. I don't think they were living together full time.
Okay, so y'all, I was saying, with y'all hearing that, I honestly want to say, y'all, that it tripped me out. It tripped me out that she sat there and called 911 because you hear the door creaking. But if the door was open, it could be just swinging because of the wind. I honestly do believe that this woman is a trip. And I believe that the police just got sick and tired of her. Thank you guys. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Donald, how you doing? I honestly do believe that the wind was blowing. She needs some help for real. And the kids should be a lot better. Yeah. No, not if she's gonna be on the K, and not if she's not mentally. She needs to be on some type of something to help with her mental health. I honestly do believe that. I honestly do believe that she just needs a little help with her mental health. She needs to get counseling. She needs to be on some type of pill to help stabilize her and her mental issues. Risa, girl, that's what I believe. I honestly do believe that was the wind blowing the if they had a screen door, you know how you leave your screen door open, it might ring back and forth or something like that. Child, or the wind blowing, you may hear something rattle. And Molly was right. She might do smoke a little weed, be a little bit. Y'all know weed get you a little paranoid, child. Some people get a little paranoid when you smoking a little weed. So I actually laughed at that because I actually do believe that she was just being paranoid and being a nuisance. They was saying that she's a Karen, but I believe she's just a whole damn nuisance. Excuse my language. But I actually do believe that she is a whole nuisance. And the police probably was over her. And they was like, okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I bet you some of them calls they roll their eyes so hard at her. But anyway, y'all, that's all what I have for tonight, man. I wanted to give you guys an update on that, on Marvin. There, like I said, it has been chatter of just people not being nice and kind. Kindness starts with you. It might take the edge off his house high strong. It's something, child. It's something. It's something. It's something. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys for coming on here and I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for coming on here and supporting and giving your opinion on this situation. If you want to come on here, I do want to give you an opportunity to come on here before we go. If you want to say anything about how you feel about the situation, there is the link. As well, guys, if you want me to do commentary on something or it's something that needs to be brought to my attention, my email is mjjfamily. Let me find it, child. No, I can't find it. It is mjjfamily 2020. Let me take the banner off. mjjfamily2020 at gmail.com. That's all that I have for tonight. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, we welcome you here. We're going to talk about more than just this on this channel. If you have, I have did a Tim Norman update, guys. Look at that video if you want an update on Tim Norman. He is the son of Robbie Montgomery of Sweetie Pies. Tomorrow we will be talking, and I'm gonna look into it about this daycare. This woman that owned the daycare, she done killed her husband, child. Cause child, she done killed her husband because he was abusing and touching on the children. So we're gonna talk about that on tomorrow night. In another topic. Another topic as well with that. So make sure you guys be able to tune. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night around 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Good night.